Welcome back to another Askari Cast. My name is Rod Van Blake, author of the Ancient Illumination series as well as Young Bonnet Chronicles. I'm here again with Jocelyn Short.
Hi.
She is a concept artist and illustrator. We will be joined shortly by J.P. Jackson Art, who is another concept artist and illustrator and writer in his own right, who has a few different series as well as being an illustrator on my two comic and graphic novel series. And today we are discussing episodes 5 and 6 of Splinter Cell Deathwatch on Netflix.
hmm
So, spoilers if you have not watched to that point. How you feeling so far, Jocelyn?
I'm liking it. Um, I think the way stuff went down these past couple episodes was, or at least with McKenna, was kind of predictable. The way she handled things.
Yeah,
But I'm liking it. It's still
yeah.
interesting.
It was
Um,
kind of tropey to me with the fundraiser dinner party with the villains at the fundraiser,
yeah,
and them trying to basically spoof her phone
yeah,
at the same time while they're in the hotel at the dinner party. And yeah, it was kind of predictable. I knew McKenna was going to go off reservation and kind of do her own thing and try and get revenge once a boy showed up that killed the other agent. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I was kind of annoyed at it. Like, you're a special agent in whatever agency. Don't go on your own single-handed revenge plot while you're in the midst of doing it. And I guess you felt like mission has been accomplished because the phones have been swapped.
yeah.
Now that we're going to do that, because she said, I'm going to be take care of a little business or something like that. Like, I got something to handle real quick, basically. I'll be right back. And then she just goes off and doesn't answer no more. And then, of course, later on, Sam Fisher does the same thing
hmm
to the point where he cuts his comms off. I think it's in the second episode.
Yeah.
Um, Charlie, what's it, Shetfield, whatever his name is, the villain Diana's sister that's head of this Xanadu company.
Yeah.
He's being the rich,
Douche.
bratty villain accomplice that wants to be spectacular, and everything that they're doing is so boring. Um, these villains are kind of tame to me. Aside for the little agents and minions running off and doing stuff, she's like cooking the books, so they're not as financially strong, obviously, as they're letting on. Hey, Jordan's
You
here.
did it.
Amazing. Technology. Continue.
Yeah, we were just discussing the villains that are kind of, to me, kind of vanilla. Like, they're just like corporate villains, and then like she's cooking the books, so Xanadu looks more financially viable.
Yeah.
And if the investors find out, and they're killing off their rivals, so the other green company, the guy that's the CEO of the green company that's supposed to be in partnership with
Green X or
Xanadu,
something? I can't remember.
she kills him. I think because they burned whatever they're building is on fire, and like 30, the news comes on, says like 30 or 40 employees, including the CEO, currently are trapped in the building. But I'm saying they're kind of vanilla. They're not like, they don't have these grand plans. Go ahead, Jocelyn.
No, I agree with you. They're vanilla and kind of whack. Cause how you gonna be cooking your books and killing competition? Like, I feel like you could have a competition while killing, cooking your books and at least pretending,
Yeah.
you know. Or I feel
Oh, it's
like,
too obvious.
yeah.
Just don't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like maybe the real, not the real plot, but like the it might heat up with what's going on with the sister
Mm-hmm.
and Sam, um, like with that history, that backstory, whatever that is. Um, I feel like that will get more interesting. Um, I think the brother is just gonna fuck everything up.
Of
Um,
course.
He's too stupid. Yeah.
yeah, he's just gonna blow everything up. He doesn't have any real, not grounded in nothing, which is, I think the show's making that obvious. Um,
And their stuff don't work, I bet.
yeah,
Because they were looking at the schematics, like if this technology actually works, it would be the most revolutionary thing ever. So I'm like, well, if they're lying about their books, I'm for sure they're selling this dream, and the dream is not even a reality. They're just selling it to get everybody's money and investments.
but
And
listen,
when they plug it in, it's going to be a Wizard of Oz Smoke and Mirrors show.
Got him.
Oh my!
Yeah,
I mean, listen, they can't pay. They can't afford. We know they can't afford researchers.
yeah,
So
Mm.
yeah. They're cooking the books. They're fudging the numbers. They're probably making fake. Probably got some AI stuff out there, making it look like the machines are doing what they're supposed to do, but they're not. So yeah, that's going to come to a head. The action in this show was pretty good. I was Jordan. We were discussing that we didn't like. I texted y'all like McKenna annoyed me when she went off. Like I got to handle something real quick on her
yeah,
own,
Mm-hmm.
and of course she gets herself lumped up and knocked out and thrown in the back of a conversion van and sent off. Now I do like the fact that we have a strong female character and she didn't need rescuing.
yeah,
Like in the end, she did get herself out of the trouble that she got herself into,
mhm.
Yes,
and
agreed.
And
it,
got her revenge exactly how she
Yes.
wanted it.
And that was the payoff for me.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
the payoff. I was like,
I
because
was like,
that was my issue throughout the series. Like, it's annoying that like you have like, I think I said this earlier. Like, you have a black woman agent, and she becomes like the liability.
yeah,
Like her emotions are making her the liability within this. And I'm like, you don't gotta do this. But then I was like, she got a revenge though, so I guess I'll let it go because she can handle herself. It's not like she did. She didn't need Sam to save her.
no, and
So
that
I
was
was
kind
like,
of
all right, okay.
yeah, and that was the only thing that kind of surprised me because you see at the end of episode 6 that Sam doesn't in fact because I'm thinking I don't know about y'all I'm thinking the whole time Sam is breaking in to get to McKenna. Like
Me
he's
too.
getting past the guards. She's struggling with everybody, getting headbutted in the nose and beating no boy up with the fire extinguisher and the whole
You
thing.
talk about how he
listen,
grabbed him by his waist, but by his waist, picked
That
him
was
up by his
hilarious.
pants.
He little kidded his ass. He grabbed him by the boot legs and then swung him into the wall by his boots, by his belt on his waistline. I was like, how do you pick somebody up like that? That's some little kid stuff you do to somebody.
When you big, see Rod, that's something you can do. You big, you 6'9". You know you can just pick people up by the waist though, throw them, be like, he got me. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, that's almost as bad as when people yank you up by the back of your jacket and you just kind of flap in the air. That's basically what he did, but with his pants.
listen. When he hit that man with that fire extinguisher, I was like, that's a bad time, dog. Like, that's a bad time. Like, you heard them clonks.
He kept
He hit
making
him
them.
3 times. He hit him like 3+ times. I'm like, this dude's too big. That's not stopping him.
That's
I don't
some
know
three.
what is.
That's some old. Y'all probably don't remember. That's some old school Three Stooges. This'll learn you hits right there. Just bink, bink, bink.
I just feel like that's a situation you never want to find yourself.
No,
I don't want to be on the opposite end of a fire extinguisher. Lord,
yeah,
I'm doing
and
it wrong if that's where I'm
yeah,
at.
and they got the assistant fired because he thought he didn't have the phone.
He was so useless. It was great.
Yeah,
It's
oh
so
boy,
dumb.
I'm sorry, I can't explain this.
I don't have the phone. Then the
Then
phone
the phone
magically
rings in
appears
his
back.
pocket. He's like, "You fired." And then it's like they got. It seemed to me like they got the female version of him as the new assistant in the car.
Yeah.
Same complexion, dark hair, glasses, and she's like,
Same person.
"Excuse me, what's your name again?" Like, and she's all bashful.
That was fast though.
Yeah,
When you're
new
rich, when you're
assistant.
wealthy like that, you can just switch them out.
Yeah.
So somebody got to do the work.
Yep.
Yeah. What y'all think about the torture scenes? Where a boy's trying to get with what's on the tooth.
Honestly, I thought it 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 could have gone. It could have been worse. I'm
Very
not
much so.
saying that I wanted it to be worse,
Yeah,
but I think it could have been worse.
yeah. When he put that iron in the fire and hit her on the side with it after socking her out while she was chained up, I was like, I was curious and kind of hesitant to see how far they were going to take it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous about that, and they didn't take it too far,
Yeah,
which was fine. I just the dude seemed way more menacing,
yeah,
like prior to this. I mean, it's menacing enough that he's willing to torture somebody, and
Yeah.
do all of that in the first place. So I'm not
Mhm.
saying that he wasn't scary.
Yeah.
I feel like with the amount, like the level of the action scenes we've seen and the amount of violence we've seen, I thought it was going to be way worse. But I'm grateful that it wasn't. I'm grateful that it wasn't. It was
Yeah,
still,
it wouldn't need it to be.
it wouldn't need to be. It was still effective. It was fine. Um, yeah, it's not anything we needed to see either. Um, I thought it was going to be worse, but I am fine that it wasn't.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was worried because old boy got his eye gouged out, and he was already torturing folks. So he's like, I got to get some get back from
An
somebody.
eye for an eye.
Yeah, and homie's already dead, so I need to get this information up out you. So I was worried. We get to see Freya. Wasn't that her name? Freya, the
Yep.
young girl. She's on the ship, sabotaging something from the looks of things, and kills old boy with a screwdriver. The security that comes through. And I think they're trying to include her, calling her a new girl, like, "Hey, you want to come over here for some bad vodka and crazy card games?"
She
And
said
she's
no.
like, "No."
He
And
get that on my face.
yeah, that's when you saw the emojis we were talking when McKenna escapes, and she gets a text like, "You're next," and then the picture of old boy straight out of a Mortal Kombat
The
scene,
melted.
head
The
burnt up.
emojis was too much. I was
The-
like, what do you mean? You just kill somebody this way and then you send them emojis
was that like
of the
melted head
method?
emoji?
Yeah, that was a
Yes,
melted head.
it
Yeah, it
was
was very spot on. I was like, I like her. I like her.
emojis after the picture. After the picture.
Not before.
Not
Not
before,
you
it
didn't
was
want that. Wait,
after.
wait, wait, wait. Would it have been better had she just sent the emojis first?
And the
I
fire
just
emojis after?
the emojis in general is crazy.
That was
Like
just that was spiteful. That was dirty. I was like, I like
the emojis is too much. It's unhinged. Like I
she
feel
is
like
unhinged.
you send emojis as like if you're threatening somebody. I mean, as I feel like that's a joke, or
Yeah.
if it's not a joke, that's very unhinged behavior. So, but I feel like if you on that kind of time, I guess sending emojis of your methods is not beyond your wheelhouse.
So do we think Freya and the Turkish dude had something going on then? Because she seemed a bit broken up that he got killed. Her eyes started tearing up.
That's a good question. Everybody's having relations with their co-workers and partners. Cause yeah, she started tears started welling up. I was like, oh, they clearly had a connection. I don't know what that is, but it was something.
I
It
think
could
that card game of vodka's finna go bad because she put some like knife or something in her hand and then got up to walk over to them. I
Yeah.
was like,
I'm like, oh, she gonna be mad she gonna take this out on y'all. That's not fair.
she could be crying because she feels it could be just more emphasis on the fact that she's losing.
okay.
This
You
could
know,
be this is reminding me of Lex Luthor being like, oh, I can't be the winner. So now I'm just like, okay, you're angry. All right.
you
Okay,
know,
buddy.
Sam keeps escaping her.
Yeah.
Now she's being threatened with emojis and then actual proof.
I got you. Yeah, I got your proof. Sam
You're
tried to.
next.
Yeah. It also
Proof of
annoyed
death,
me that
a proof of life, proof of death.
yeah, after McKenna went off reservation, Sam follows suit and goes in pursuit of her, and of course doesn't find her, and then cuts his communications off. And Thunder's like, how's he going? Now he doesn't have the eye in the sky with us helping him. How's he going to get to her? And then I don't know if the other character's name is like the tech support that couldn't stop the hack. She's like, he's got his ways. He's a lone wolf. He's got
He'll
his
get it
ways.
done.
So yeah, it was interesting. He tries to they pulled the double blind with the two conversion vans look the same with the same logo. He pulls the gun out on one of the delivery dudes, and he's like, "That's not him." So, but I don't know that he didn't see old boy though, did he? Sam didn't see the dude with the eye patch, did he?
No,
Because he wasn't ever upstairs. So I'm like,
Oh, he doesn't even.
he
He
knew
just knows she
she.
got kidnapped. He doesn't
Yeah.
even know it was him.
yeah, he didn't know it was
That's
him.
kind of funny. Yeah, he didn't. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he didn't realize.
Unless he saw him last minute as she was being dragged into the van. There is a point where he comes into the alley.
Yeah.
And she does say, meet me at the service entrance. And Sam's like, what are you doing? And he's
Right.
speeding around the building. How big is this building? Because It takes him a minute to get over there.
It's not fast enough.
They're at the Kennedy Center, is where they are.
They're in the what?
They're at the
Oh,
Kennedy
fresh
Center.
in DC. Okay, nice.
I don't know that actually. I'm making a joke about how big the Kennedy Center is.
It'd be funny if they really were. Now that should have been in there. That'd be funny though if they really were at the Kennedy Center.
And of course, he goes into the tunnel in the Autobahn in Germany. He's like, there is no speed limit, and satellite is gone. We can't keep track of what's going on while he's in the tunnel.
That's terrifying. I don't want to be on no roads where there's no speed limit. Like where it's mandated, where there's no speed limit. That's scary.
You know what though? The funny thing about
Is it
that,
safer?
there are less accidents there than there are here.
That's interesting.
That's what I
That's
heard
fair.
as well.
Noted. All right.
Yeah.
I rescind.
Don't be afraid to speed. Be afraid to drive. There's people that can't drive.
That's very
That's the
true.
problem.
Very fair.
Yeah. So I wonder how this, because we got what, 2 more episodes left? 7 and
Yeah.
8? It's a lot to kind of wrap up in 2 episodes. They seem short. When I was done watching today, I was like, when I saw the credits roll in the second one, I was like, oh,
That's quick.
oh, that was quick as hell.
That's
The
too
episodes
funny.
are too short. Like now, because we're finally gonna get the connection between more. We already know there's a connection, but we're gonna get, I guess, some elaboration on the connection between Diana and. Oh, we didn't talk about the court martial.
Yes.
So
We need to talk about that.
yeah, Sam apparently was a witness at Douglas's, Charlie and Diana's father, at his court martial,
Oh.
which was weird to me because I don't know. They didn't sentence him to any jail time?
What,
They were like,
Douglas?
for what you did, you have failed this mission. You have failed your country. You've done all this stuff. You've misappropriated. You have misbehaved in front of foreigners, basically. And for that, they didn't be like 20 years at Leavenworth. They said you get a dishonorable discharge.
Did you walk the plank?
No,
That's not even. Is that walking the plank?
No, walking the plank is when you go
Is
to
that
the
get executed? You get executed. That's walking the plank.
Yeah,
That's fair.
In like
I'm just saying stuff.
shark infested waters, and you have to jump off the end.
He
of
walked right.
Yeah.
He got the slap on the wrist.
He just got kicked out.
You can't come back here no more. What? Is that how that's supposed to work?
Yeah, you don't get no VA benefits, nothing. You just out of here.
Well, hey, that sucks.
It does suck.
That is actually that kind of sucks. But
Yeah, they kicked him out the agency, and I guess he went about handling business after, because then you see later on after that, you see Diana on the phone. So yes, my father thought very highly. I don't know who she's talking to, but she's saying that. So obviously, Pops started the company that they now are in control of. So yeah, he obviously did very well for himself after his dishonorable discharge. And it wasn't no sweat off his back. He ended up fine with the multi-million-dollar company.
tell me straight, homie.
Yeah, he's good.
Tell me straight.
That seemed kind of like a lax punishment for killing folks and messing up operations. And he got other agents, other field operatives, Navy SEALs killed. Because they know.
I'm gonna have a critique on this. I feel like they should have showed that instead of using the court martial as exposition.
Okay.
Because, like, once again, I think now I'm starting to be like, man, this could have been a little bit longer TV series. Show us the relationship between Douglas and Sam in a little bit more of a nuanced way. Like, it works for these like 20-minute episodes, 23-minute episodes.
Yeah.
But I feel like, we're not getting the fullest of picture here. It's not the,
well, they
the best way this could have been told, storytelling, I think.
Yeah, they did show when they had the hostage and Douglas tortured him to death.
Yeah, no, we got that, but I'm saying they could have given us more.
Yeah, I think they'll, in the next 2 episodes, maybe they'll show how he got the 2 Navy SEALs in Bagram killed and how everything kind of came to a head. And maybe they'll also show that's why Sam Fisher and Diana kind of went in two different directions,
Mhm.
and maybe he tried to stay away from her because she does make a comment when he busts in the office. She's like, "What's it been? 15 years since they've talked to each other, had a relationship." So we may get to see, more because they've been kind of sprinkling the flashbacks in between. I do like the black and white in the flashbacks to let you know that, hey, we're in the past.
Yep, it's very helpful.
Yeah. Jocelyn, were you about to say something? He's like, I'm taking a sip. But yeah, that was interesting to see his court martial and the fact that Sam was, had to basically dime him out on the stand. Like, did you say you witnessed all these things? And at first he tries to like be quiet. He's just sitting there, and then they do the proverbial, "You have to answer the question." He didn't jump up and be like, "You can't handle the truth." That would have been hilarious, but I knew that wasn't going to happen.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
I mean, I think it's very interesting to see their like. I mean, I feel like the story is told in a way where it's like, yeah, Douglas and Sam are clearly going to be on the wrong sides of the law or the government, I guess.
At the very least, they're going to be on opposite ends.
Yes, opposite ends. Yeah, opposite ends of the government spectrum and military spectrum. I'm like, yeah, Sam's going to be with the system, and Douglas is going to be against the system. I'm like, we know where this is going to go. I saw that coming.
Yeah.
I'm interested in, of course, everything in general, what's going to happen. But I'm interested to see how this ends, because I imagine that this show is going to set up something for this character in this franchise. Like I feel like this show is going to be a springboard for something else.
A new Splinter Cell game? That would be cool.
That'd be.
This is what we've been speculating the entire time.
Now we got Sam and McKenna as a playable character. Is that what's going to happen?
Oh, that would be cool.
See, that's the reason I bought the game. Like, I'm playing as McKenna. Well, I know she got hands.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Sam replaces Grimm as the handler. Now you play as McKenna. That would be funny.
Okay.
So I'm curious about that setup. Yeah.
It is going to be interesting to see what they do with these characters. Like I said, it's a lot to kind of wrap up into 20-something minute episodes. Some of that's going to have to be maybe I don't know if they get. Have you checked to see how much time is in them? The last two.
Let me see.
Episode 7 is.
They're both okay.
It's getting short.
Yeah, 7 is 20 minutes, and then the last episode is 27 minutes.
Well, man, that's the opposite. I mean, you know how some TV shows where they're like 30 minutes, but when you come to the end, like the last two sometimes can be longer because they have more.
Wow.
And you have to completely wrap everything up. So I wonder. I don't know.
We'll see. We got to come back to his daughter. How that ties in.
Yeah.
How
it's really trying to be like, guys, we're animating, so we gotta do the best we can. What we got.
So yeah, I'm wondering how Sam got to Diana then, or whether he just, since he couldn't track McKenna, I guess he was going to the source instead of going to the henchman. He's like, well, I know who's pulling the strings.
Well, she got her phone back.
Right, they cloned the phone, so that's how they knew where they were able to successfully clone the phone. So, like, I'm sure it was very easy for him to find her versus finding McKenna.
Well, that's not her. She doesn't have her phone.
No, remember the assistant.
They cloned the phone.
Yeah, so
they cloned it, but they don't have that. Remember, they swapped the phones. What's it called? Diana has a phone, and Sam has the real phone.
Right, but I'm sure. I mean, I assume they could have located her.
Okay.
Cloning her phone.
I imagine if it's the same info, like, I feel like you'd be able. Like, I feel like now you just have tracking information for 2 phones.
Yeah.
Instead of just 1.
What do you think McKenna's explanation is going to be when she shows back up?
I did what I had to do.
Because the other thing is,
I had to do something. Like, no, you weren't thinking.
Well, I did my job, and then I did my other job.
Yeah. Handle my business. But we saw how Douglas was on the opposite end of the spectrum as Sam back in the day, and now we kind of got like a similar situation where instead of getting information out of him, she done killed him. So hopefully Sam didn't have to be a witness twice.
And she killed him hard. She killed him
Oh
real
yeah,
hard
she
too.
really
Yeah, it was a
got
good
him.
kill right there.
That
That boy
it
died
was.
good.
I was very impressed. I was
My
like,
boy
wow.
looked like a MK Scorpion victim. He came
He
out.
even spoke, which
his
was
head-
funnier. While inflating, though, this man's still alive. Like he's still talking.
Like
Bro,
that's an insane way to die. Like to
I would
get
have stomped him out in the fire. Actually, I
oh
feel
my
like she could have
gosh.
gone a little harder. I think she should have gone a little harder. She
I
wrapping him up in the chain was nice. Throw him into the fire. What she should have did was burned her hands a little bit. Close the door. Close them doors
but
on
also
his
but I
head.
mean but the thing is you saying you would have stomped him out. So she choked him with the chain, but she also held him down. She held his face down in the fire.
She could have
She
stomped on it.
pushed it.
That's cool. That's cool. That was cool. She could have stomped on it and closed the door. Thank you very much.
I feel like if she would have tried to stop him, she would have lost leverage and he would have got up. And he would have stopped, dropped, and
He would have been
rolled.
fighting. He'd
Yeah.
been fighting
Yeah,
back.
we do.
He would have been fighting
He
back.
would have got up and stopped, dropped, and rolled, and it,
For how long his head and shoulders was in there, it wasn't gonna be no stop, dropping, and rolling.
Not enough.
He just had to come out and sizzle.
It was a wrap. It
I
was a
would I
wrap.
would have accepted like her to like put her foot up and like literally have her foot on his neck while she's choking him
Oh,
out.
no, that's better. But I would
I
have
would
kicked
have
him
accepted
too.
that.
No, I like that better. That's better. The foot on it, so the chain is yoked up,
Hmm.
and then she puts. Oh yeah, her foot would have been hot, would have been worth it.
Yeah.
It
So I
would have
guess
been worth it.
they're setting up this Freya McKenna showdown. They're gonna have to because you next in the maybe she'll send some emojis back. She gonna, Freya gonna kill somebody, send some emojis back. Got some super agent Twitter
And
beef
some
going.
bombs and some knives,
Some knives. Yeah, she gonna do that.
little
She gonna do
bloodshot.
that. So I'll come for you, drip, drip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy next week. Well, I'm saying next week, like when next week when we talk about it. Obviously, we could have binged the entire thing, but next week we'll talk about episodes 7 and 8. We'll be done with this show. Hope it wraps up nicely. But if it's 20 minutes, it seems like it's going to be rushed per episode for 2 episodes and all the strings we have to tie in. Unless I haven't heard anything about a second season coming. Have y'all?
No.
Oh, I didn't look.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
look.
you said, this may
We'll talk
be.
about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, and Jocelyn may be right. This may just be a tool to springboard into something else, just to put, Splinter Cell back on everybody's minds for the next installation of whatever game they're going to put out, or maybe there's another show. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm not sure why you do this show in the first place, other than to nostalgia bait some folks and try and. It seems like they're trying to get new people as well, with another agent who's the main agent, and then of course Sam Fisher for all those that are the old school that have been with them since the OG game and the other things they've put out, all the games and DLC to games that aren't even part of Splinter Cell, but they just throw Splinter Cell in there.
Do you want to see Sam
I'm pretty,
Fisher again?
I'm pretty sure they've. Is there a Splinter Cell skin for what's that game?
What's the? Is there one for Division? Like, does he show up in
That
other
would make
top classes?
sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he should show up in the Division.
Yeah,
Like, do that.
yeah. What's the real popular game though, where you can build and shoot?
Oh, I thought Fortnite was the one.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Minecraft.
Fortnite.
You can't. Can you shoot people in Minecraft? I hope not.
I have no idea. I'm
I
pretty
hope
sure
not.
there's probably got to be a skin in Fortnite where somebody's got Sam Fisher with the 3-pronged
goggles.
night vision goggles.
Yeah.
I mean, they got every dang thing else in that game.
They got the Simpsons in Fortnite. Like, I don't even know why.
Simpsons,
What does that have to do with anything?
They had Thanos in damn Fortnite snapping people.
Yep, Iron Man, Jedi, the whole nine. I'm like, what?
Literally
Okay.
everybody.
Everything, every IP is in that series.
It's crazy. Well, I know this was kind of a short one, but there really wasn't that much to talk about. I don't want to stretch it out any more than normal. Thank you for chopping it up with me about these things. We have a lurker in there. I haven't seen anything come through the chat, but we do have somebody watching. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us chopping up about these things. Next week we'll be wrapping up Splinter Cell Deathwatch, episodes 7 and 8, which are the last two, and then we'll figure out what else we going to talk about in the coming weeks. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.